Hello everyone, this is Jen with Under Thunder Provisions. So, spring is here, means we are just getting flooded with eggs. It's like my favorite time. I've actually sold a bunch already hatching eggs, which is just awesome. I love introducing people to quail and talking about them, so if you are interested at all, then yeah. Today, because again, I have so many, we're actually gonna make pickled eggs. These are like so simple, they're so easy. I already steamed these eggs. I did 18 minutes. This is probably the most I've ever put in at one time. But now comes the fun part. Gotta peel them. Take any travel coffee mug, anything with a lid. It could be a jar, whatever. All I do is I grab a handful, throw it in there, put the lid on. Give it a good shake. It's kind of fun to just dance while you do it. Sometimes I listen to some music. What you do is you just grab it and you start to peel. Quail eggs have this insane inner membrane. Sounds like a Cypress Hill song. Anyways, once you grab it, the whole thing comes right off. Some water to just throw your peeled eggs in. So I got quite a few to do. And stay tuned. All right, all done. So some did not turn out well. I went to peel it and the whole thing fell apart. So you know that the dogs like willed me to mess up on quite a few of these so they could also enjoy. The eggshells are actually like a really, really great source of protein and vitamins and stuff. So I do not put all of this stuff in the dog food at one meal, because if I did, our house would smell like 100 times worse than these eggs do right now. Okay, I got all the eggs rinsed. I have all my shells and the extra here, so I can just kind of keep throwing it in my dog food. And I got all the other ingredients prepped. So here comes all the fun parts. This is where the magic happens. So I put 4 cups of vinegar in there. You can use whatever vinegar you want. I prefer distilled vinegar when I do stuff, but a lot of people prefer apple cider, and honestly, do what you want. You need about 4 cups, 2 per quart mason jar. I ended up with 36 eggs in each of these. So I got I got way more than 64 in there, but I lost a lot. And then I just was being nitpicky. So anyways, 36 in each jar. So with those, we're gonna throw about 3 peppers. I just use any type of dried pepper, kind of whatever I feel like when I'm in the store. 4 to 6 garlic cloves, And then I just did a thickly sliced shallot for each of these, just because I really like pickled onions and pickled shallots and pickled anything. So when I do my pickled eggs, I just put other things that I like to eat in there too, because it's fun. I'm gonna add all of this to these cans, and then into this pot. I change the seasonings that I use every time, just because I like to mix things up, and then I kind of just do whatever I feel like. So this time I kind of want to use, it's Kodiak Cajun seasoning, pickling seasoning. I make my own. I just feel like it's fresher if you find the ingredients and do it yourself. You can also buy it, and there's no wrong way. Old Bay seasoning, just because I freaking love this stuff, and salt. You should really use canning salt, but I'm using pink salt because that's what I have, and I'm not going to overthink it. And I'm going to have blue garlic, which is always fun. So now I'm going to do all of this and get this stuff on to simmer, and then we'll fill everything in and call her good. Okay, what I'm going to do is cook this on medium high, and once it comes to a very low rumble of a boil, I'm going to cook it there for about 3 minutes and then turn it off, and then we'll pour it into these jars. All right, that's about all I can fit in there. We'll use those shallots for dinner. So, wow, that is just so potent. Just cleared my sinuses up. Just the garlic shallot combination is freaking fabulous. Okay, so still waiting on this to boil. Again, not an intense boil, just a very low boil. And once it does, we will pour her in. Okay, it has cooked. It is very dark. This is, I just want to clarify too, you don't have to follow this recipe. I've never actually even tried this recipe. I really like to wing this one sometimes. It's always a little bit different, but I actually didn't have like any of the ingredients that I needed for the one I really wanted to make. So we're improvising, and I think it's kind of fun sometimes. All right, so now you just pour it in and fill up the container. Yes, you can do it while it's still hot. I don't know, I kind of prefer doing it while it's still hot. I feel like it infuses the flavor almost right away. You can tell I have, oh my God, way too many shallots in here. Oh my God, okay. And I have way too many shallots in here too. I don't actually know that this is gonna be able to intermingle, but I guess that is a problem for another day. Let's see. Okay. I have already overfilled this, but this is the point where you put lids on them, or well, I don't put lids on them yet. I actually really like them to cool off, so I usually let them get down to that room temperature, then I put a lid on, then I throw them in the refrigerator. You can water bath these. Oh, okay. Half the population says you can water bath these, half the population says you can't. I have tried before, but I really don't see a point because as soon as I make them, I eat them. I really, really enjoy them a lot. I put them in salads. I just eat them on their own, I sometimes make pickled egg salad, like just mash it all up and mix it with mayo, and that's like awesome. And then I just really like the pickled onions and pickled vegetables that go in there too. So it's really hard for me to wait for this stuff to kind of fuse in, but I'm gonna hold out strong and give it a week. Anyways, if you guys have a favorite pickling recipe or favorite combo of spices, I would love to hear about it. I don't know. I guess we'll see how it turns out.